Rockeyez would like to welcome Rob Deluca, Spread Eagle, other places. I mean, every band wants Rob Deluca. Rob Deluca.
Hey Brian, how are you, man?
Hey, great, great. Man, your career is amazing, actually. I mean, bass players usually, don't get the credit that really is due, but seems like everybody wants Rob Deluca. So, go ahead.
I'm trying to just, do a good job, and I think people appreciate that. And there's a lot of things involved with, getting gigs and holding gigs, and it's not just how well you play, although that's certainly one of the factors. But I'd say there's probably about 8 equal factors, and just how you play is one of them. And if you kind of focus on all these different factors, then the better you'll do, And I just love music. I'm just a fan of music. I truly still am. So that people sense that, and so I'm having some fun, man. I'm having a lot of fun.
Cool. We go way back. I mean, way back. To actually, it could have been your first show. It was called the Studio, I think down the shore or something like that, and there was no stage or nothing, just a flat, walkway type thing. And that showed the energy on Spread Eagle in the very beginning. And I mean, it was amazing, and you couldn't beat a band like that. And you just grew and branched out, and other people are doing other things besides Spread Eagle. And like your career, you went on to Sebastian Bach and all these other bands. What is it like going from Spread Eagle to Bach and stuff like that? Is it like a different mindset for you, or all the same?
It's kind of similar. I mean, I remember when I first started playing with George Lynch, basically I had never met him, and someone set it up, and it was like a thing where someone believed that it was the right chemistry, and they just convinced George to go with it and try it, because George trusted this guy's opinion. So I remember, I learned the material, and then we basically we met. We picked him up from the airport, and we went straight to do one rehearsal, and then the next night we were on tour. And I remember standing kind of toe-to-toe with him when we were playing through the songs, and I was saying to myself, this is just like Spread Eagle. It wasn't Paul DiBartolo, but it was a very similar template.
Right.
And I remember thinking how easy it was for me, not in a condescending way, but just in a way that I was very comfortable. So I kind of try to do, the same thing, because in general, in every gig, because my style is generally something. It's foundation, it's melodic foundation, and it's tone. And those are the most prevalent things about my bass playing style, and so I apply them to every gig. And so, in a way, it's not that different, of course, but people's music is different around it,
Right. Now, Spread Eagle started getting really popular early, and then, the second album came out. It didn't fare as well, but, music changes. Now, in the modern day, 2013, you are back with Spread Eagle again. You have your other project, Of Earth, which is a completely different style than Spread Eagle, more atmospheric type stuff, because I saw you guys live. And, I mean, you could pull in both audiences with either style, yet, I prefer Spread Eagle because I was born on that. But, I mean, when I went to see Of Earth, I like that, too. So,
thank you.
Is it fun getting to do 2 projects, or more than that?
Yeah, absolutely, because even though, once again, along the lines of the last question, what I'm doing isn't all that different. It sounds different because everything around it is so different. What I'm doing isn't all that different, but the approach is very different. And I like to show, because I'm the producer of that and the singer and the songwriter of that, I like to show my range. Maybe not to show it to other people, just show it to myself, you know. And my favorite band growing up, my favorite band of all time is actually Pink Floyd. So I love that kind of soundtracky rock, psychedelic direction. So, you know, so it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's absolutely a lot of fun. And if I was going to form another band that was just like Spread Eagle with a different singer, you know, why would I do that? Unless if Spread Eagle wasn't playing, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a little bit redundant, you know. So I'm not, you know, ruling anything out, but I'm just saying, you know, like if I'm going to do something different and it's going to take all this effort to put together another band, get the right players, book rehearsal time every week, you know, write songs, get in a van, like it might as well be something different, you know, to just stretch out a little bit. And so, you know, that's basically how I look at it. But I love Spread Eagle. It's incredibly important to my musical DNA and soul. But other things are important to me also.
Cool. Now, of Earth, you step out in front as lead vocalist. Was that hard in any way, or just a natural flow?
Yeah. No, it wasn't natural at all. It's very hard. Some people are just, you know, some things come easy to them, and nothing comes easy to me. Not bass playing, not singing, not mixing, nothing. But, you know, it's got to get done. So I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, but it's hard. It's really hard.
Right.
But it's getting better and better, and people are really reacting to it. So I'm just enjoying the ride.
Right. And
then also, because I'm a bass player who plays in these other bands and sings a lot of backing vocals, it really helps my backing vocals, which helps my gig appeal. Cool.
And one of the songs is kind of taken off of Earth.
Yeah, we're doing well. We just won Classic Rock Magazine Track of the Week, and classic rock is getting big in America because it's so big in Europe. But over there, it's like definitely like top 5 magazines, like Rolling Stone size. Cool. And we just won the Track of the Week, and we beat Bowie, Saxon.
Wow.
Lynch Mob, The Darkness, FM, which is a band that never broke in America, but they're real big in Europe. We got twice as many votes as all those bands.
Wow, that's some company.
Yeah, so we were very surprised. We were just surprised to be picked to be in it. Our video, the song is called Prototype, and we were just surprised to be in it. And it's a legitimate competition. You can't have a guy in a room just hitting his, you know, computer button all day, enter. You can only do one entry from each computer. Right. So, because I tried to vote more than once, and it said right away, it says, we've already got your vote, you know?
Right.
So, it's incredible to really win something like that, and because of that, a lot of cool hype goes along with it, and now people are contacting me over the internet for festivals and gigs and all kinds of interesting stuff, and we're top 40 on Reverb Nation. This is of Earth I'm talking about. Right. We're top 40 on Reverb Nation in New York City rock bands on the chart, and we're like 34th or something, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're like number 20 by tomorrow or the next day, because we were just 100 and something 2 days ago.
Wow.
So stuff's really taken off. Cool. And it's fun. You know, we're really enjoying it.
Cool.
So.
Now, getting back to Spread Eagle, I guess about 8 months ago, maybe a year ago, I saw you guys live, and you were talking about recording a new CD or EP or whatever. Is that still happening, or what's up?
It's definitely still happening, but it's going slow, to be honest. But we're going to do it, and we got the right chemistry now. My cousin Rick on drums, and we got a killer guitar player named Zeev Chevelle. Uh-huh. And So we got the guys in place, and of course Ray West on vocals.
Right.
And that was half the battle, just getting people that you trust musically,
Right.
and personally,
Wow.
So, we're writing riffs, and yeah, we are going to do that.
Cool. You also, at the end of the month, you have a show in Maryland coming up called Spring Stampede. I'll be at that show. Can you tell me?
Oh, cool.
Can you tell me anything? What you're looking forward to in that show?
Well, we've played that venue before. It's a great venue. The fans in that area are really vocal and nice and energetic, and there's a lot of killer bands playing. Well, Lizzie Borden, who Of Earth played with, and that's when you I think that's the show you saw us.
Right.
I believe so. And a bunch of other name bands. Danny Spitz's new band, Red Lamb, and Modern Superstar, a band that's really big in the region down there, and they're a good band. So it's just going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast being, like, I do that with Sebastian and Of Earth. I do all these festival kind of approach gigs where, you're off and then there's another great band on right before you or right after you, But I haven't done that much with Spread, so it'll be good. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it'll be good for them to experience that, because I don't think those guys have done a lot of that. And I think, it's all-day thing, so it's not like a regular night concert.
Right.
We go on probably at like 7 p.m.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to it. I think we get about an hour set, something like that.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Do you have anything else in the projects and the works that you like to talk about?
Why, you think I'm being lazy?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think you do too much, actually.
What do I have time for? Well, yes, I have a lot more. I am going to Brazil with UFO in May.
Cool.
And for like about, I believe it's going to end up being about 6 shows. Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited about that, because that'll be my 3rd time down in Brazil, in South America. And those fans are insane. It's religion to them. It's so, they take it so much more serious.
Cool.
And then after that, I come home for just a little tiny bit, and then go back with UFO to do the festivals in Europe and Scandinavia and UK with some club shows, filling in the gaps around that, like Download Festival and Sweden Rock and things like that. So yeah, I got a pretty piled high plate.
Cool.
And then, yeah, like you mentioned, Of Earth has a record release party on April 20th in Brooklyn at a place called Spike Hill, and that's a Saturday night. So, and Spread has gigs. You see, we got April 26th in Newcastle, Delaware, which is my hometown, and I don't think I've ever played in Delaware since I moved away from there as a kid.
Wow.
I mean, I played there as a kid, and then I didn't play there since. And then we have the next night is White Marsh, Maryland, the show you were mentioning, the Spring Stampede.
Right.
And so, yeah,
Very
I got a full plate.
Cool. What's the feeling like when a fan or a admirer, whatever you want to call them, come up to you and say, Rob, can I have your autograph?
Well, it's pretty cool. I don't let it go to my head, but it's nice that people appreciate you that much.
Right.
And take it that seriously, that and have listened to what you've created.
Right.
I really love it. I try to give them a couple minutes of my time to show them that I appreciate them just as much as they appreciate me.
Cool. What's your feelings about Paul's direction in music?
Paul DiBartolo?
Yeah.
Well, I think his stuff is really good. And my feelings are my life.
Right.
And really what's important is Paul's feelings about his life and about his music. But to be honest, I would have loved to see, even if Paul stopped playing with me.
Right.
I would have loved to have seen Paul get to the level he was destined to be,
right,
to get to on guitar. Like, he should be, you know, in Guns N' Roses or
right.
Megadeth or something. You
yeah,
know,
he was amazing.
He was head and shoulders above, you know, almost everyone else. His peers were the top level guys, the top level guys. And whether that his popularity wasn't at that point yet, but you can tell from my life, you just got to keep working at it, you know.
Right.
But the difference between Paul and I is Paul was incredibly talented. I'm just incorrigible. You know, you can't tell me that I'm not going to do something, because
right.
I'll do something as much as someone who's 10 times more talented. But Paul was just brilliant. And he was he is brilliant. He not just is. And he's a real sweet guy. He's always been a real sweet guy, too, you know, just a cool person. And I certainly learned a lot from him, because he was older than us. And we were just, you know, holding on for dear life, you know. But we worked really hard. We would rehearse 5-6 days a week. So even though he was so advanced, we worked our stuff really hard. Tommy, I'm talking about Tommy Gallo and I.
Right.
So we were tight on what we needed to do to be supportive of Paul, musically supportive of Paul. But to answer your question, in my eyes, which doesn't really matter, I don't think he saw his potential of where he was supposed to, where he would have definitely gone as a guitar player. And I can say that from experience of just knowing the industry.
Right.
You know, you keep playing, and gigs just, the more you get out there, the more opportunities happen. And he was already so damn good.
Right.
We still have so much fun playing his riffs, you know. And I like to think that I did a good job with the vocals, the lyrics, and the melodies on top of what he did. But I don't think if, you know, him laying down those amazing riffs is what made it easier for me, or inspired me to you know, to do what I did, you know.
Right.
So I'm a fan. I like his mellow stuff, you know. I like it. I honestly do.
Cool. Well, I definitely thank you for the chat we had, and down memory lane. And yeah, I wish you guys the best, and I'll see you at the end of the month anyway. So we'll hook up then. And you know, would you like to say anything to Of Earth and Spread Eagle fans out there and everybody else?
Yeah, let me plug a couple things if it's cool. Let me see. UFO will be in Brazil in May and doing the festivals in Europe, etc., over there, overseas in June. Of Earth, you can find us on Reverb Nation. We're in the top 40, or oferarth.bandcamp.com for tons of free downloads. So oferarth.bandcamp.com, a lot of free music. It's really good stuff. Spread Eagle's playing April 26th in Newcastle, Delaware at J.B. McGinnis, I believe is the name of the place, and April 27th at the Spring Stampede at House of Rock in White Marsh, Maryland. And you can find me at Facebook, Rob Deluca Official.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Rob. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.
No problem.
You have a good day, okay?
Great. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Bye.